Hello everyone, my name is Amanda and welcome back to another video of the Planty Mandy. Alright y'all, welcome to the first video of 2021 and welcome to the first glimpse of my new background. So for those of you who have been watching this for a while, know that I always say that I only have windows on one side of my condo. So all the plants are on one side. And that's a south-facing window and it's right there. So I decided that I want to try out a new setup because a lot of you guys have asked me oh, what should your setup look like? And you're looking at part of it. So yeah, I know it's a mess. I basically just group all my plants back there, a lot of my Hoyas is back there. And I have a lot of grow lights, as you can see. And as I mentioned many times before, I don't really care about, well, I mean, I care, but look is not my most important concern when it's come to growing plants. So you can see all the wires and all the grow lights that, whatever I can get, within my budget, it's all just back there. So yep, so this is a glimpse of part of my setup, if you will. So anyway, 2020 has officially passed, and it's a very interesting year. I have to say, there are a lot of changes for myself. There's a lot of challenges, but I also learned a lot. So a lot of these lessons I learned come from growing plants and keeping plants in general. So I think it will be a great idea for us to talk about lessons learned in 2020 that come from growing plants, and we can also apply that in our life. So let's get started. So lesson number one, right? I put it number one because it's the most applicable lessons that I learned from growing plants is it's okay to make mistakes. So a lot of you guys are really kindly on social media tell me that, oh, your plant looks so good. How do you, keep it that way? It's so healthy, blah, 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 blah. And I really appreciate it, but I have to be honest with you. I cannot tell you how many Hoyas or plants I have killed in the past couple of years when I was growing plants. And I never really hide it because if you remember, I told you that, for example, the Hoya imbrincata, the pocket shaped Hoyas, I killed 3 of them before I can actually grow new leaves on, my 4th one, right? And there's countless other plants that I killed. Some of them I try to grow them again, I experiment with them again, and some of them I just don't have the environment for them, so I just kind of give up on it. So the most important thing is yes, you can kill them, but just learn from it, find out what you're doing wrong with it, and that's how you get better moving forward. Same as in life, I'm sure we all make mistakes, career-wise, relationship-wise, or life-wise in general. The most important thing is just learn from it and move forward. So that is the number one lesson I want to share with you. So the second lesson applies to especially the newer collectors is you have to know your limits. So this applies to time, effort, and money that you actually invest in keeping and growing plants. So when I first started growing plants, I was obsessed, like many of the new collectors, as I heard. I was obsessed. I almost at a point that I would bring a plant home every day, if not more than one. And also I would order online. I would go to a garden center. I would just, buy plants all the time. And at one point, I think I have over 200 houseplants total in my 560 square feet condo in San Francisco with no patio. So as you can imagine, it was really, really exhausting for me to upkeep all these plants. I was at a point that like, okay, I drag on watering day, I drag on fertilizing day, like I don't want to deal with anything anymore. Every time when I finish watering or taking care of my plants, I will be exhausted. Like literally I have to sit down and catch my breath and then continue. So that was a lot of time and efforts that I invest in, which make that growing plants and keeping plants were not enjoyable anymore. Also, you have to think about the budget, right? Plants can get ridiculously expensive, especially in the current market right now. So, you really have to like know your financial restraint, when you decide that, okay, should I purchase another plant or not? So if you're at a point that you feel like, wow, I'm spending all my money on plants, I am so exhausted, I'm so stressed out from growing and keeping the plants. And because of that, like when you drag on the upkeeping of your plants, they start dying and that's get even more stressful. So yeah, so you really, really have to know your limits. So in relation to the previous two lessons that I discussed with you, which is number one, it's okay to make mistake. And number two, know your limits. It's lesson number three, enjoy the process. I understand it can be extremely frustrating when you kill a plant, like when you think you do everything right and the plant still die, right? However, during the process, you must have learned something that you are not supposed to do. So next time you can do better. And also when you really understand your limit and keep the numbers of plants or the type of plant that is good for your environment, like suitable for your environment, you will really enjoy, watching them grow or just simply taking care of them. So you really have to understand how to enjoy the process instead of just focusing solely on growing the biggest, most beautiful plants, because everyone's environment is different. So some people, for example, who live in more like subtropical or tropical environments, it's easier for them to get a more beautiful or bushier plants in comparison to someone who live in like cooler environments or like a small environment like this. I can only, grow my plant to a certain size. But it doesn't matter because I still have a lot of fun during the process. Fourth lesson. So this is especially applicable during the current market, houseplant market. It's because of people are staying at home more. They have more time to cultivate their hobby, and one of them to being keeping houseplants or growing houseplants. And there's all this like hypes going on with rare houseplants, right? So that's applied to all genus like Hoyas, Aroids, or otherwise, right? People are just really going after like the more hard to find houseplant varieties, and obviously that's drive up the prices. So the lesson that I learned from it, or like I would share with you, is you do not have to go with the trend. Just because someone tell you that, oh my god, like you must have this plant if you are a Aroid collectors, or you must grow this plant if you are Hoyas collectors. Like you don't have to. So of course, if you do really enjoy that particular plant that is like really trendy right now, and it within your budget, by all means go get it. However, you don't have to get it just because people tell you that you must have that plant. So I'll give you one example. I remember like a year or two ago, like gray ghosts, Hoyas gray ghosts become really, really popular just because of the whole silvery, like, foliage it has. It's very unique, right? So at that time I was like, you know what, like it looked interesting, I'll get one. So at that time the price is still like, I would say reasonable. So I got one. And then I grow it for, a while, and then I just don't really enjoy it. I don't know why. And I decided I want to trade it with one of my good friends, Mia, with a pot of Hoya polylua, which I love. And it's turned out to be a great decision for me because Mia really liked gray ghosts, she genuinely like it. And I genuinely really love the polylure. So that's become a more like a win-win situation for both of, us. So what I'm trying to say is like, yeah, people may tell you that, oh, you want to get a Hoya Jody silver because it's like the holy grail like of Hoyas, or you have to get a variegated Battalier because it's just the holy grail of aroids. I don't know. You don't have to if you don't enjoy that particular plant. Go with your heart. Don't go with the trend. It will be better for your wallets and your mental sanity. I saved the most important lesson for the last, which is be kind always. So due to the current explosion of the houseplant market, I do notice a lot more unpleasant situations or conflicts arise within the houseplant community. Sometimes it could be a dispute between buyers and sellers. Sometimes it could be people, commenting about or making fun of, certain plants being sold for a certain price. It could be just there is a dispute between two people who are trading plants. So there's all kind of stuff that is going on. I believe that we can be kinder or more kind to each other instead of really focusing solely on the plant itself. Really focus on the person who are sharing the plants with you. And of course, you want to be reasonable, either you're buying or selling. And, just remember why you're collecting, why you start to collect plants in the first place, which is to create joy, to bring joy, right? So yeah, just be kind to each other. And I believe this will go a long way. So that's all I have got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. And if you stay till right now, you deserve a treat. So I will be hosting a Instagram giveaway on my IG account at Planty Mandy. So I'm going to link it somewhere on the screen and on the video look so you guys can check it out. To celebrate my YouTube channel officially hit over 1,000 subscribers. And when I first started, I wouldn't think that 1,000 people would want to watch me talking. So I'm really happy. And also my Instagram account is almost as 5K as well. So I think it will be and it's a new year. So I think it will be a great opportunity for me to run this giveaway. So yeah, so make sure you check out my IG account so that way you know the details. I think I'm going to run the events for about a week so people have enough time to entry, and then I'm going to give away mystery Hoyas cutting box. That's, I would pick from 150, from 150 of my Hoyas behind me and over there. And yeah, so make sure to check it out if you guys are interested. Again, thank you so much. It has been a wonderful year for me. Like I said at the beginning, I face a lot of challenges. I experienced a lot of changes, and I would never imagine that, I would be, doing YouTube at all. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comment below. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you click like. If you want more future video, make sure you click subscribe, and make sure you check out my IG giveaway, and I will see you next time. Bye.